First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Till the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, a give to Penny. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Whoosh. Oh, he sheds himself free. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
18.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deshaun Hand showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Penny, a first down carry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, Sam on. Watch the shit. Hey, seam 6. Get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
It's going to be a long day.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First down, Chicago.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trubisky will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll toss it to Penny. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Lock in.
First down, a run with Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On second down now, it's Cohen. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Trubisky. Open man has got one. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On first down, it's Cohen, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Bears 7, Lions 3. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
A throw over the middle taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run forward with Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
6'6", bullet high. Hey, Alpha.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. Johnson's got it complete. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Rock it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
X3, 218, chop.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, exit.
Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First down, Bears.
180.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
180.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Hey, high 7.
Here's 2nd and 8. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Hey, Zoo.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
44 at the mic, 40.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Bears take over first and 10
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jared Davis, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Motion, motion, motion. Mike 40, Mike 40. I got it. 18, 18.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete. It's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 48-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make this.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have the receivers on lockdown.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try again with Cohen. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Get up! 180! Get your swarm on! Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12. First down, Bears.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Harris. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 50-yard line.
Let's go, D.
They'll run again with Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
It's just me and you. 40's mine, 40's mine.
Here's Trubisky. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt.
Set up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Trubisky on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Chicago, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up.